Alright. Oh, this is what I got done to the car yesterday. Yes, there's floor dry over this damn motor because it was on the intake manifold. But intake manifold's off, lifters are off, whole motor's out, valve cover, everything else. I pretty much got it all disconnected, torn out. Today's goal is to get the exhaust manifolds off, well, dangling off to the side, because they're still going to be there, but get them unbolted and all that, and get the heads off. Thursday, I'll probably be going through when I get home from work. My brother's here. We'll go underneath the car because we got to push it outward. And we'll go underneath the car and take the exhaust off. We'll probably cut it all out. So that's out of there. Then all I have to do is disconnect the fuel line and take off that fuel pump, take off that pulley, finish taking off stuff with the power steering. AKA that one line that wants to be stubborn ass little bitch. Excuse my language, but that's what it is. So like I said, I gotta finish getting out those little lifters down there. Once those are out, I'm doing the exhaust pieces. And then I'm going to go through and take these heads off. And then we'll get an idea of what the pistons look like. Holiday. Don't ask. I just say random stuff. So, lifters, exhaust, heads. These heads are probably going to be heavy as fuck. I'm going to say that now. Excuse me, I keep going down this way to that tool. I don't know why. Probably because I'm going to need it. But right now, the goal is, like I said, to get the lifters out, exhaust out, and those heads. That's my goal for today. Because I already know these heads are going to be a pain in my butt. Even though it doesn't look like they have many bolts. So it shouldn't be too bad. Because it looks like it may be... There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 bolts on each side. So that's actually not bad. So it should be easy. I hope. But we'll find out. Because those bolts are torqued on, and I don't know if that's going to cut it. Hello, asshole. But I'm going to stop this video here, and I'm going to post this one up here later. So you guys got an idea what's going on. My brother will probably come through and wash out the motor when I take off the oil pan. We'll probably spray out the motor and that. Get all that cleaned out, probably throw some dirt oil through it. Just to try and wash it out. Get as much out. I might run a hose through it, who knows. And then throw oil in. Something to at least clean it up. Because this motor is going to go to a junkyard. It's garbage. It ran like shit. As you can see in that one video, it just blew out a bunch of black smoke and never ran right. Even when I had the car, this motor had problems. I always had to repair it. So it's going bye-bye. And it's the original motor for this car. Do I care? No. No one is ever going to put this little shitty V6, a small-ass motor, back in this giant catastrophe of a car. This motor is going and never returning. Because I'm taking it to the scrapyard personally. I'm actually going to be ripping this out of here, probably bare-armed. After I drop the transmission. Or I'm going to take it out with an engine hoist, transmission, and this at the same time. I just got to make sure I mark on my drive shaft the orientation that goes in with the rear end and the transmission, so it's all in the right area. If I don't, it will throw my transmission, my drive shaft, and everything off balance. At least that's what I've been told. But just in case, I'm going to mark it anyway. I'm using that trans again. And since I'm using that trans with the 350, the 350 ain't going to be getting the twin screw supercharger, by the way, off the bat, guys. It's just going to be built to the regular old block it is. By the way, I found a block yesterday through my work. Customer came in, we were talking about cars, told him about mine, what I planned on doing to it. I found a Vortec 350 block. That's what's going in here. You see this little V6 going bye-bye, Vortec 350 going in. I just gotta find pistons, cam, heads, oil pan, and all the other miscellaneous stuff, like timing chain cover and all that. And then I'm going to be painting the block red. I got to get a steel patch panel for over here after I feed all these wires back through. But not this Thursday, but next Thursday, I should be able to get the motor. Maybe Friday. Who knows? Depends if I have Thursday off or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But if I have Thursday off, I'm getting that motor. Is that a broken part of my head? Or do I have it on both sides? Oh no, that's just gasket. Okay. I thought that was a broken head. But I said, no wonder why my car was smoking like a bitch. Nope. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll make the next update video on when I get this out. And then my next video will probably be of the motor after this one, because tomorrow will be the update on what all I get off of here. Because that will be probably after work, because I work until 7 o'clock tomorrow. And I'll make that video. And then we'll see what goes on from there. Because this whole car is about to be fun. Funny thing is, I'm going to be saving that down there. That giant pulley piece. Because I'm actually going to need it. Possibly. Going to need it. Who knows yet. Because I plan on still keeping this a V-belt. Well, no, I won't be able to use that if I'm going supercharger. Well, in the meantime, I can. Because the motor's only going to have equivalent to like maybe 200-300 horsepower. Depending on the intake manifold and everything. But since it's only going to have equivalent to 200-300 horsepower, that transmission, that rear end will handle it, no problem. Transmission is capable of handling up to 400 the way it's built. So is the rear end. So I'm set. That's just going to be a lot more power. Going from 115 horsepower and 129 to 130 pound-feet of torque. Up to something that makes 200-300 horsepower and more torque. This thing, these tires are going to go bye-bye. And be honest, these tires in person are actually a lot more skinny. I count. That's my hand for comparison. Yeah. And actually, my hand ain't quite that big. But that is my hand for a comparison on that tire. Funny thing is, these tires are all dry rotted. So as soon as this car gets running, I get all those body panels paint prepped and everything I gotta put back on here. First trip is to Bell Tire. One, to get new tires and valve stems. Because those aren't going on the car anytime soon. My friend's drag slicks. I'm holding them, I'm using them for test fitting and that, so we can figure out how wide I have to cut it back there to get these to fit. I already know I got to notch the frame in order to get those to fit. Also, eventually there will be 15-inch rims on here. Right now there are 14-inch. Honestly, they're pretty damn small. And I believe that's either 15. I think that's a 15-inch rim. Let me actually double check on that tire. What size rim is this? Front rotation, radial. Where is it? Yep, it's 15-inch rim. So, those are 15s. I actually do have a set of them. There's one there and there's one right behind it. And those will eventually go on the back of the car. Which, as you can see, I actually have plenty of room going this way, this way. Not a lot of room behind. And don't tell me that's my air compressor oil on the ground. That's going right there. Hola. But yeah, this stuff will... What the fuck is this? Don't know. I'll figure that out later. That's gotta come off. But this stuff will all eventually go back on the front end of the car once I get the new motor. It's just until I can get the carbon fiber front end. Because there is a custom carbon fiber front end that goes all the way around this. I do have to use the original radiator support with it. So, the original radiator support, I'm actually going to get a newer one. A new radiator support for this. Summer Racing does sell one. So that's my plan, to get a new radiator support. I gotta get new transmission cooler lines. Unless I can just manage to flare this out and put a hose at the end. Who knows? Clamp a hose. And then find one of those ones that you just clamp hoses into. Who knows? That line I need to remove because I'm getting a manual gearbox instead of a power steering one. This car will no longer have power steering. It's going to have a manual gearbox, and it'll still turn the same way with that steering wheel. It's just my car uses a gearbox instead of a rack and pinion. That's pretty much all you see. Arm here to there, bolts onto the frame on either side, and there's the arms going there and there. And it's not a very easy system to turn. I prefer a rack and pinion over this. But I've already come to the conclusion that I can't put a rack and pinion on this. Well, I could. Same frame as the Malibu. Actually, I don't know if it is. It might not be. I think it is. Who knows? I could be wrong, I could be right. But this is just about to be the fun. Because once this motor comes out, I can actually take that trans pan out and see if I find metal in the oil down there. Because I think there's a little magnet in my transmission pan. Not my transmission pan, my oil pan, sorry. It's still early. It's only 10:46. I'm not used to being up right now. But I had to get an early start on this car because I want to try and get most of this off. But I'm going to sign out now, guys, and I will get a hold of you later. Because I have to go grab a Ziploc bag for those little lifter pieces. Alright, that's all for today. Peace.